Good morning, Internet, and welcome to the channel for our last day in Normandy. So, it's Thursday morning, it's 7:15, yeah, and it's the 14th of September. Now, I've just put my head outside while my coffee, nothing like a cup of coffee, while the coffee was brewing, and it looks like it could be clear skies. So you know what, I'm just hoping for a good dry ride home. Yeah, I mean, I've got to be honest, this trip has been dominated by the rain, and it's been, it sort of stopped me doing a lot what I wanted to do. But today's all about going back home, but more importantly, it's about riding a bike. That's what this whole trip was about, isn't it? Getting videos and that is a bonus, doing little things. So yeah, a nice ride home. Well, the ride down wasn't really, but it started off extremely pleasant until we hit that horrible rain for the last 2.5 hours. But then it's been rain every day since, constantly stopping to put everything away and get the wet gear on. So a ride home in the dry would be really nice. So plan of action, right? Well, a couple of cups of coffee, then I've got to go over, have a shower and a shave, and tidy this place up, which it doesn't take a lot. Just give it a quick click round, there's the old moppy and everything, and pack the bike, and I'll see you when we roll out the site. Like I said, it's about a 6-hour journey, but we'll do bits and pieces, okay, I'll catch you later. Take care, see you in the next one.
Morning and welcome back to the channel. Again, we're packed, bike's ready to rock and roll, sun shining, typical, last day and we get the sunshine. Still, should be a ride home, dry hopefully. Just get out of here. Okay, oops, visor's coming down before we even start. Last check, everything's looking good, hopefully. Get on the bike. Oh, there we go. Down a bit of a ditchy thing here, I'm not too sure how I sort of parked it here last night, but still, never mind. One way or the other we'll get out. A bit more weight on the bike as usual. Try not to wake everybody up, there's still people fast asleep. There you go. Job in the town. Right then. Well, like I said, hoping for a nice ride home. Weather looks really good. Pretty boring roads, to be honest with you, most of the way, but hopefully someone will see me and lift up the barrier. Yep, there you go. I'm not sure if they lift it up or the bike picks it up. Okay, and we're off, folks, we're off. Okay, I'll even put the sun visor down. Oh, it's up. The tripper's doing its favourite thing again, doesn't quite know where it's going, but still, we've got all day, do you know what I mean? We've got all day. No rush, this pleasant ride. Turn, he keeps telling me to do this, and I never get this right turn there, because as far as I can see, there ain't one. Look. I just don't know where it expects me to go. Oh, I think we're having a bit of a shock system. I don't think the tripper likes it first thing of the morning here. Hey? Oh dear. But you know what? Like I said, I'm not knocking it because it got me all the way down here. It's taking me everywhere that I wanted to go. So fair play. Hey? It's going to take me up the famous road again here, look, eh? We like this bit. We're a permanent fixture to this road. Right. Okay, we're turning right onto Route de la Mer. Oh look, it should have been there. Bugger. That's where it wanted me to go. Hey? It's me being a plonker. Not unusual there really, is it? Eh? Okay. There we go. Sorted, mate. Oh, someone else is having a bit of trouble here, look. Oh no. Up here, I think. It really does like these little roads to bring me out of the campsite. But start the day off on something small, that's what I say, hey? It'll get us there to the main roads, and once it finds a main road, we're fine. Now, what's these dark clouds doing up here? Or is it just fog? I think it's just fog. I hope it's just fog, I really do. Temperature's down this morning, 18 degrees according to the tripper. So we're going to be what, 15? Yeah, you can feel the nip. Roger, it's better I think than absolutely overwhelming heat. Aye, what's going on there? Can I? Okay, well, whatever it is, they all seem busy. I wasn't too sure if I could come down there or not, but nobody sort of thing said no. So fair enough. We kept going. Should have cleaned my mirrors a bit better, I think, maybe this morning, but hang on a sec, let's take it, because there's them down there, you don't know what else is going to come steaming around, and if I remember rightly, these bends here are a bit iffy. So let's get out of there in one piece, shall we? I really don't know why it brings... Oh, here's this famous bit of road here with that drop. I really don't like that bit there. I don't know why it brings me this way every day, but it's different, eh? It's different. We get onto some... Gets back to a bit of main road up here, so it's not that bad, to be fair. It's chilly here. I'm sure it'll warm up a bit. So we're going to do over 1,000 kilometres this trip will have done by the time we get back. You know what, which is, it's good. you know. And I'm going to do an oil change on the old girl when well, not straight away, but she can have an oil change. Definitely a bit foggy and a bit chilly, so when this lifts I think it'll be a bit of a bonus. I think it's going to be a nice day. So, summing up the actual time spent in Normandy, you know, it's I wanted to do a lot more. I wanted to go to a lot more places, you know, but it was a constant battle with the weather all the time. You know, I mean, obviously the one I wanted to do was the American cemetery, you know, and like I said, I did actually get there, but when I got there the rain was just horrendous, you know, and everybody was like staying in the coaches, and or they was hiding in the cars or huddling under trees, and I mean, you know, it was awful. I mean, I thought to myself, I'll get the cameras out and walk around here, which is what I wanted to do, and it's just a joke, you know. I waited half an hour, and so did lots of other people, you know. I was talking to a bunch of bikers, and they was just as fed up as I was, and they wasn't even trying to film, you know. So, oh dear. And like yesterday, you know, I mean, yesterday was an enjoyable day when I met Pete, but likewise, you know, it would have been, we both thought, oh yeah, you know, go a little ride somewhere, but the weather, it was, we met a couple of American ex-servicemen, and they'd flew over from America to Madrid in Spain, and they'd hired a couple of bikes, and they'd come up through France, and they was touring around, and I was in St Mary Église yesterday. Really nice pair of lads, you know. We had a good chat to it. So we were just standing there in the rain, you know, having a chat about all different things, well, mainly bikes to be fair, you know. And yeah, I wish them well. Safe ride, lads. They've got a lot of miles to do. What a trip, eh? You know, flying over. I mean, I suppose really it's like us, isn't it? You know, well, not me, because I've never done it, but I know people that have, who have flown over to America, hired the bikes, and then done the Route 66, you know. And yeah, you know, it's the same sort of thing, but really nice lads they was. It was quite funny really, because they pulled up as me and Pete were sort of sorting our bikes out, and these two bikes turned up with Spanish plates on, you know, and these lads get off with broad American accents. A bit of a shock, but yeah, nice. Plenty of bikers in St Mary Église yesterday, but there always is, you know, and very busy again as well, you know. Everybody trying to dodge the rain. I think the cafes maybe do more trade when the weather's bad than when it's good, to be honest with you, you know. Oh shit, I should have gone up there. Fuck off, mate. Oh, excuse me. think it's got me. I messed up, too busy talking, and they don't, what I have noticed, it's a real bad signal around here, and that don't help. But what I have noticed, when it does actually sort of lose you, or like I said, that was my fault, it doesn't tend to recalculate itself as fast as Google Maps does. It gets there, you know, I mean, it does, it gets there, and that's the main thing. Well, it's saying I should be home for 2:20, but of course that doesn't account for stops or anything else. And like I say, after, do you know what, after all this rushing around, well, not so much rushing around, but all this dodging rain and thinking, oh god, I gotta stop and put the wet gear on and this and God knows what else, I really don't care, you know. It's going to be a nice sort of break, and that is going to do me fine. Yeah, nice sort of ride home, no rush, hopefully no stress, hopefully no rain. Well, Pete's going back today. Pete stayed last night overnight in a hotel in St Mary Glis. He's got about, I think he's got about an hour and a half run, I think. And so he's going, I'm not too sure what time it is. He sort of goes the same-ish route as me, you know. But yeah, we said next year, you know, we'll have to do something. And mind you, even saying, oh well, I'll come earlier because of the weather. Well, the weather this year, that certainly doesn't guarantee you anything really, does it, you know? So I don't think that really makes any difference at all, to be honest with you. You know, you these French villages, same as where I live, same all over France really, they're, you know, they're so quiet, you don't really see much life in them at all, you know. Really strange really, but yeah. I'm not too sure which way this is taking me. I can't remember if I came in this way. I sort of think I did, because when I came in, you know, obviously I didn't have the camera on because it was hammering down the rain on Sunday, you know, this last bit that I did. So I really can't remember which way I sort of came in. I just wanted to get there. I was so wet. Well, I mean, I had the rain gear on, so I was okay, but my boots, well, they'd just gone, you know, soaking wet, and yeah, I just had enough. My gloves were dripping. I mean, obviously these gloves that I got on, these are summer gloves, so, you know, but you know what, I got here. It's quite strange, you know. I sort of think back to when I used to tour, you know, on the BMW, and I mean, some of the weather that I used to ride through then was, God, I mean, it was awful, you know. I mean, it really was. And it's funny because according to the old sat nav, it don't mention this road. It shows going straight over, but it don't mention this road. Still, such your life, as they say. Yeah, I mean, let's have a listen to what it's saying. I'll pay attention to the sat nav. Very, very foggy look, isn't it? Temperature, well, it's saying the temperature's come up, but of course that's probably picking up. So it's saying 20 degrees now, which, I don't know, take 3 off, maybe 17. I suppose 17, yeah, probably right. It's not cold, believe you me. If it was cold, I'll be moaning. Right, pay attention now. 300 metres. It's telling me to turn. I presume it's this little crossroads here. Gotta give you know, I do put this tripper through some stuff because I don't pay attention. But this is it here. Actually, I think it's, well, we turn anyway, so this is the road. Okay. Fair enough. Well, I'm glad the ride started off like this instead of going straight onto like main roads, because main roads, bit of a bore. You know, that's the only thing about, you know, when you sort of go away, especially when you're going A to B. You know, if you're sort of just think, right, okay, I've got a tent on, or I'm going to stay at, you know, B&Bs or hotels or whatever you're going to stay at, and I've got really no plan, then yeah, you know, go all the little minor roads, you know, that's a pretty garden, huh? But when you're going like A to B, then obviously, you know, you sort of, you put the route in here. I mean, I can actually change this and sort of go, you know, not on the main roads. The only trouble is that I have with that at the moment is like, sort of, it's the main road, you're really looking at like 5-6 hours. So if I did all the small roads, or, you know, pretty little trip, obviously, but at the same time, you know, it's a long time on the bike for one day, yeah. And you know, I know these hardened riders, and I've done it in my younger days, you know, I used to do stupid hours. We've lost the tripper. Why have we lost the tripper? But we've lost the tripper. The phone disconnected and the tripper disconnected. So I don't know why. I take it signal again. Oh, we got it back, so not too sure why. Let's have a little stop and have a little play for a minute, eh? Why is it disconnected? I think my phone did a bit of a wobbler. Okay. So yeah. Not too sure why that would be. Technology at its best, eh? got to turn somewhere up here. So I'm just trying to get a little bit of air in this visor because we're steaming up a bit. But this visor just will not stay up. As usual. Mustn't moan too much about it, I suppose. Come on, sunshine, bro. Nice little lake there. Break through, sunshine, please. Stop 150 metres, I presume. Okay. Oh, we've been here before, I'm sure we have. Stop, big sign, stop. I think it wanted me to stop there regardless. Now I do remember this on Sunday. I think I remember coming down here Sunday. It was absolutely hammering it down the rain. It really was. In fact, I think this is where I had to stop and try and get the phone in a better position. Bit of life, look, eh? There is life in the old girl yet. The village just woke up. Lots of gendarmerie around this morning, look. Over there now, see them? I'm not too sure why, but they are. Well, this is quite a busy little mind you. I mean, it is like knocking on 10:30, so you know, not exactly early in the morning, is it, to say the least. Cleared the visor a bit, we were steaming up quite nicely there. Oh, this man in front smells a bit. Well, not him personally, but the vehicle that he's driving. Bit of a polluter. Well, no, to be fair, it's no more polluting than any other diesel, is it? But oh, there's me trying to get my visor demisted, and I've had to shut it because I was dying. Go oblige. I still am. But this looks a bit bleak up here. Where's the sun gone? This fog's a pain in the ass. It really is. Still, it's got to clear sooner or later, I hope. I mean, all the forecasts were saying, yeah, it's really bright, so come on, let's have the fog out, shall we? I don't think this car knows exactly where it's going. A bit like me. So two times to Normandy this year I've done. I did it with my one of my oldest mates back at the beginning of the season, and again now, and yeah, you know. Oh no, hang on a sec. This is where I stopped Sunday. See this where you wash your vehicles down there, look, Lavage Mousse Auto. I stopped there and I parked under there because it was absolutely lashing it down the rain, and I stopped there while I sorted the phone out because it was awful. It really was. What happened was, he'd have been throwing it down. I got all the gear on and that, and I got the phone in my pocket, and then it stopped raining. I thought, oh, you know, that's great. And then about 5 minutes the way that I'm going back, it started to rain again, and it hammered it down. And then as I was coming through here, the phone lost connection, and I stopped there. I parked up under that car wash thing, you know, just to try and sort the phone out with not getting soaking wet, because it was a joke, you know. And I managed to do it. Oh, fog's gone, look. Makes a difference to the temperature. Look at that, 21 degrees. So yeah, I remember that. So I did actually come in this way. It's strange, isn't it? You know, you pick these landmarks up. That, of course, was quite easy to remember because it was a bit of a pain in the backside, because trying to get everything to sort it again. But yeah, all in all, well, I have this bit of a fogging up on the clocks again. I'm going to sort this out because, like I said before, there's no point getting onto Royal Enfield and saying send me a new set of clocks, because they'll do exactly the same thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the clocks off, I'm going to take them apart, and I'm going to get a silicon gasket, you know, and I'm going to put in, because there's like a foam based gasket, and I think that's where it breaks down. So I'm going to replace that, and but I need to take them off and measure the groove, you know, probably be about 3 or 4 mil, I would think, that'll go in there, and then we'll see what's what. But I mean, you know, people say, oh well, it's no big deal, it's only a bit of but it is a big deal, you know. That condensation in there shouldn't be in there. Sooner or later it will start to break parts down, so it needs to be sorted. So there you go. Right, well listen, we're sort of hitting these sort of roads now, and pretty soon we're going to be on the main dual carriageway, if I remember rightly. Actually, you can stay with me as we go through this bit more foresty bit. Yeah. Let's have a look here where we're going here. Second exit. Yeah, I remember all this. And down here we go. So when I get back home, either next week or the week after, I'm going to do a little trip out a couple of hours from where I live to a place called Welgat, which is actually, if you look at it, it's spelled Huel goat. In fact, that's what I used to call it. Oh, I'm going to get a Huel goat. People used to look at me and say, what is that man on about? But it's Welgat. Welgat. And okay, there's Welgat is there's a great big lake there, and but there's a little bit of a story, because as you sort of walk behind the town, there's these huge rocks, and the story is that there's a huge fight between Saint someone, I can't remember his name now, but I will sort it out, and the devil, you know. and apparently there's a great big, well there is because I've seen the place, there's this great huge hole that goes down, and that's the hole where the devil went back down to hell. And yeah, so you know what, we'll go out there and I meet up with a mate of mine there as well for a coffee and lunch prior to doing the walk round at the lake. So yeah, that'll be nice. You never know, it might not rain. That would be even better. So the bike has just hit 3,000 kilometres on the bike. Yeah, can't be bad, eh? They say that when it's done its 5,000, it's nice, everything's running. But yeah, I think this run, because again, you know, I'm only keeping my speeds down. I'm doing 4,000 revs, 85, knocking on 90 kilometres an hour. You know, which is the speed, well I think the speed's at 80 on this road, to be honest with you. I don't think it's 90. So in actual fact, so yeah, you know, not putting the engine under any stress whatsoever, you know, so it's all running good. Yeah, so that's about it, I think, really. Right, I'm going to switch you off now, and I will catch you all a bit later in the day. So what are we going now? The time now is 10 past 10. So yeah, I'll catch you all in a bit. See you in a bit. And welcome back. So the time is just gone 12 o'clock. Whoops. I've just stopped and filled up with fuel. I got half a tank, but the trusted Himalayan fuel gauge tends to, when it gets to that half a tank, it just drops. So it was just coming to the half a tank. So yeah, I thought I'd fill up. I've also put on my my rain jacket, not because it's raining, but we're going through loads of fog and that, and the temperature, you know, and the thing is, you know, you get cold and then you can't get warm again. So even with his coat on now, you know, it's still quite sort of nippy. I mean, 24, it's literally just come up. I was riding sort of, it was saying it was 21, so you know, we was talking like 16, 17, so and you get cold, so I thought sod this, so I stopped, put on this coat. So yeah, you know, feeling warmer now. So yeah, still on I mean, it's this sort of road really all the way back to the good old Breton. I mean, to be fair, there's not that much difference between the Breton and Normandy, really, you know. If I had to say anything, I'd say that the people in Normandy are a lot more friendlier than the people in Breton. That's just my opinion, you know. And it's an opinion of a few more thousand other people actually, but still, never mind. So we have a full tank of gas and cruising along quite nicely, 100 kilometers an hour, and yeah, not much you can really say. So I'll catch you again in a bit. See you in a bit. There we go, look, Department of Finisterre. Hey, who says Finisterre doesn't have sunshine? Look at this, eh? Eat your heart out, Normandy. Oh no, still never mind, eh? I'll tell you what, if only this could have been down there. Right, there you go, just a quick one. See you in a bit. Hello and welcome back. So, just stopped for a little break. Hey. Oh, stretch the legs. Yeah. weather's improved. Just taken off the raincoat because actually getting a bit warm. Temperature is 27 for the trusted Himi. So yeah, not too bad at all. A pleasant run back. Not that we're there yet, but yeah, I mean, you can't moan at this weather. Why couldn't it have been like this in Normandy, eh? It would have made it so much nicer. But still, never mind. So I've got about, I'm just trying to see the time. Well, after I've got about an hour and a half left, I suppose. So that's not too bad. But yeah, look at this, eh? Blue skies. Can't moan at this. I don't think I had this once like this when I was actually in Normandy itself. Well, I am out of Normandy now. I'm back in the good old Breton. Not quite in Finisterre yet, where my region, but yeah, getting there. But yeah, look at this. I mean, this is what I wanted to happen down there, you know. This would have been great. You know, I could have got all my videoing done and would have made all the difference, but never mind. Hey, these things are sent to try us in life to see how we cope. But yeah, I mean, what a difference, eh? 28 degrees now. Like I said, I had to put the raincoat on earlier on because driving through all the mist and the fog, it was really cold, you know. And I think once you get cold, you struggle to get warm. But then, just before I stopped, because I thought gotta stretch the legs. I thought I got to take this coat off. You know, it was doing the opposite. Okay, so anyway, just a little briefing on how we're going. Like I say, got a bit more time yet. I'll switch you back on in a bit. Yeah, take care. Okay, so for anyone that follows me and knows the route, I'm nearly home, although I'm not going home because my wife's at work. She's on the afternoon shift, so she doesn't finish till late. My children are going to my oldest daughter's because she's doing them tea, and guess what, that's where I'm going. I've just spoken to her on the phone, so she said, you may as well come here, Dad, and I'll feed you. And what I want most of all is a nice coffee. So right, okay, well, you know what a pleasant, you know, the second half of the journey has been absolutely great. The bike, 1,213 kilometres since I left home. There's a couple more kilometres to put on, but yeah. And you know what, it has ran absolutely beautiful. It really has. I'm impressed with it. This just, you know, confirms all my thoughts of these bikes. You know, I think they're great. I really do. Do I want any more speed on the motorway? Well, not motorways, but you know, that sort of main roads. Not at all. I'm quite happy. 90, 100 kilometres an hour. That's fine for me. You know, and the bike, it hasn't missed a beat. It has run absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, you know, I'm well happy with the bike. I'm well happy with the trip back. It's been really nice. Once again, it's a shame this weather today hasn't been all the way down there, you know, but I think it's brilliant. Yeah, excellent. It really is. I think it's brilliant. I hope you've enjoyed this little trip. I've enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to next year because, you know, I want to get some more some more trips in. That was long enough, you know, 400 odd kilometers a day. That's sort of long enough. I don't want to be doing any more. In fact, you know, to be honest with you, I could have quite happily halved it and stopped somewhere, but you know, that's not the point, is it? You know, but yeah, I've enjoyed it. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'll edit as much of this as I can. I mean, there's not a lot, you know. Well, you have already seen it, won't you? There's me talking like some demented person, because this is the last one. The others will have been put on. Okay. I mean, I would be turning here now because this is where I live, but like I said, going up to my daughter's. So once again, I think the bike, yeah, it's great. Absolutely love this bike. You know, like all Royal Enfields, I think they're, you know, they're value for money. I really do. And I know you get the critics on the internet, you know, always saying to it about them. Or they say about people like me, well, you're going to say that it's great because it's your bike. Yeah, it is my bike. I think it's great, but I'd say it about any Royal Enfield. I really would, you know. And to the ones, especially there's one guy, I can't even remember his name because I don't even think he's worth watching, who just absolutely slags them off. You know what, mate? I'd look again. I really would. Right, so thanks for being with me on this trip. Thanks for supporting the channel the way that you do. If you like this sort of thing, if they've never watched me before, please like and subscribe to me. You know, it's great. I love doing what I do, but yeah, the more the merrier, eh? Okay, so until the next one, which hopefully will be reasonably soon, although I do think I need a bit of a break. As Itchy Boot says, I need a rest. Yeah, they'll soon to follow. Right, okay, so I am going to end this video here. And until I see you in the next one, bye for now.